watching Poland Daily Business, and our guest tonight is Paweł Rakowski, who is covering Middle East for Poland Daily. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, good evening.
Paweł, a very quick question. We have an immigration crisis on the eastern border. Those people are coming to Belarus reportedly from Iraq and Syria. And do you have any information from the countries of origin? Why those people are coming here, and generally who is coming? Because there are conflicting reports. One media says that those are the intelligentsia, high-income people, because obviously they have to pay to Lukashenko about several $100,000, or they are extremely poor migrants who have no water or shelter, and we need to help them.
Well, first of all, we have to consider that Iraq, it's not a state, it's a state with big problems, interior problems, but it's not a state which has any war in it. Most of the conflicts are over. Of course, there is some clashes with ISIS, or there are some American-Iranian tensions inside, and there's also a big economical crisis. But we cannot. But it's not like it was in the past. Iraq is rebuilding itself and is going rather into a positive future. Who is escaping Iraq nowadays? Well, they are not war refugees, because it's almost impossible. Some claim that the newest wave of the refugees from Iraq are going to be Christians, unfortunately, but this is a totally different topic after the American redeployment from Iraq. But those people who are on our borders, eastern borders, are mostly media found out that some have passed from the Daesh, from the ISIS military service. Well, those people are especially very persecuted in Iraq, because Iraq is one of those states that has a death penalty for the involvement inside the radical Salafi movement.
In a way, the Polish media are correct, saying that those people are prosecuted in Iraq, but not saying that for their activity at Daesh.
Well, yes. This is a big difference, because we can see that the Daesh past, it's always very controversial, because some people were included by force, but mostly they were volunteers, or just they joined the movement when it was popular, or it was
referring to the pictures found on the mobile phones of those people taken during the execution of the political opponents.
Of course, and what is very important other thing outside the politics is also we have to understand Middle Eastern mentality. Well, criminals also have nothing to look in Iraq or in further Middle East, because in the Middle East there is a very severe punishments, and the prisons are very severe, and so yes, it's better to look forward, to look for the better future outside Middle East than inside. And also there in Middle Eastern societies there is also always big tension between the families, between the tribes, between the clans, so if somebody has a problem with the, let's say, other clan or other family, sometimes it's better to look for the refuge outside, to go to the other town, or to go. We know this from a Bible, at least. So yes, mostly people who are looking, who are now knocking to our doors on the Belarusian border, had some problems in their country, and those problems are not economical, because Iraq it's third most richest country in the oil and in the other resources. So just a matter of time when Iraq going to come back to the economical stability and to the further benefits of the resources that they have.
Who devised this idea to import refugees to make problems in Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and in Europe?
Well, definitely we have to understand that that our inside problem, European problems, are not well known inside Iraq. So we can assume that it's outside force which knows very well that those people going to make the problem.
Was Lukashenko capable of this action of this plan?
Well, definitely his secret services and the Russian connection. It's always has a big influence in those areas, and also they are capable. Of course, they are capable of doing such a things, because it's a very smart and very simple operation. Getting a plane from Erbil or from the Baghdad, going to the Minsk, then by bus to Brześć or to Grodno. It's not a very.
Do you think that Europe will yield and ultimately talk to Lukashenko?
Well, I hope there's going to be a solution. There needs to be a solution, because on one side, if Poland going to weaken its position and we're going to let in those people, and other dozens or thousands of people which will follow, because it is just a snack before the major meal. And we're going to have a double problem, because first of all, those people don't want to be in Poland. They want to be in the Germany or France or UK
Sweden, yeah.
or Sweden. So we got to be kind of stuck with the people who don't want to be in our country.
We'll let them go.
Yeah, but do you think that the Germans won't put their fence on the Odra and Nysa?
Then we will see. Paweł Rakowski, Middle East correspondent of Poland Daily, was our guest. Thank you very much for this conversation. That was it for Poland Daily Business tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow, same time.